Hello and welcome to season 15 of the Titus Pétange sale or building Luxembourg. I wanted to start on this screen because we don't see it that often. In fact, we don't see it at all. It's hidden through the Football Manager game. But this is overall just all the staff members that are hired at the club, and it's a real professional organisation now, with 71 staff members hired outside of me and the chairperson. Talking about me for a little bit, we've actually signed a new contract with the club that extends our stay until 2039 at the minimum. But we're, of course, going to go much further than that. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. It's really, really impressive that it goes from me at the top to, like, the sports scientist of the under-18s, Nelson Lopez. A lot of players, a lot of faces, a lot of people, should I say. A lot of people, a lot of faces, people helping the players of Titus Pétange achieve their potential. So, where do we start? Let's go finances. It's up to 41 million. We've been working on selling players for a good amount of money. We've also sold a couple of clauses to the big players that have gone recently, just to make sure that we have a little bit in the bank whilst we're getting the stadium sorted. And that transitions me lovely to this notepad. So, 2,903 shirts have now been sold through the summer, which is fantastic. Probably a report from last season how many shirts were sold through that season. So 2,903 is a rise, is an increase. It's £9.5 million for the new stadium. It's 11,297 seater capacity. And we're going to move into it in the summer of 2036, so it's not that far off. They're building them super quick, rapidly quick in Luxembourg. I want to show you a goal scored recently, but there's some more information. Titus Pétange is the leading European top league player development team. I've not really worded this properly, but we've made 91 players. We've developed 91 players to the top European leagues, which is really impressive. That's the highest of every other club. I think Benfica's down in the 70s. That's the second best team. And, there we go. Buelvas and Xiaobo's close buyout around £15 million combined. So, yes, we have sold Lu Xiaobo. Let's go into the transfer history. As you can see the profit loss this month. This is all the buyout clauses, really. But it's nice to know that outside of the buyout clauses, we are kind of operating on a break-even situation. All right, let's have a look at the schedule. It's very late into the 15th season for our first episode, and there is a reason for that. This is last season. Okay, good. So we want to go from the 12th of the 5th, 2035. This is what we've got this season. I'll explain the situation shortly, but we'll go to the transfer history. A couple of clauses that we could buy out, sell, more so. Not that much activity in the inwards category. And Delgado, we'd already talked about Delgado in the last episode, I think. Yes, okay, right. We start here. Okay, ins, there's only 4 players. Luciano Garcia, not good enough, kind of misguided by the scouts at that point. 1.2 million, kind of down the drain there. And then we got Nikolai Rosenberg. I just bought him because he was called Rosenberg. He was a 4.5-star player. He's gone down to 4 stars. 4.3 million. Don't think he'll make the first team. Anto Skoko, though, could potentially. And he was the only one that offered real significant value in the transfer market this summer. Most of the 5-star players, they're very, very expensive at 20 million, 30 million. So I just couldn't really do much. And we finally got this lad, Jose Maria Osorio, who it was a bit of a nuisance because they had a release clause on him. Valencia had a release clause on him at 6-point-something million. We offered him a good contract, a competitive contract, and he went on and signed a new deal with Valencia, only for us to go and then buy him out for his new release clause of 4.9 million. So actually, it kind of worked out for us in the end. But we needed another goalkeeper. I knew that we were quite short on goalkeeping options. I know one of them is going to develop into a sick player, but it depends on which ones or one does. Before that happens, we need to give ourselves options, or as many chances as possible for the players to develop in this club, so we have someone that is world class or even just passable sticking in the net. Outwards, we got Perino, the Australian central midfielder that's been in the under-23s for a long, long time. He's gone to Lille. Don't know why Lille want him, to be honest. That's on a free because his contract was expiring. Jadrane went to Etzeler, and Etzeler are really succeeding this season. They're doing very well this season, and it might be because of Jadrane. Whole lot of loans. Maybe let's sort it out on the fees. That's so much better. That's so much better because that selection of players there, what I've just highlighted, is my activity selling wise. The others are loans. So if we just scroll down the loans, you'll see that, oh yes, we have been loaning a lot of players out in the under-23s. I think there's only about 4 players available for the under-23s. That's how many players have gone out on loan. So we've had a look at Perino and Jadrane. Let's go to Mamo Kante, who just wasn't good enough for this football club, and I'd take any kind of money. Fowler Etch offering me £775,000, 1.1 million for Yannick Mukam. I don't know why Porto want him, but there you go. He's got great vision. Look, he's pretty sick on the vision. Alberto Bilbao just never made the grade. Not the one thing that I didn't like about this kid is that he just wasn't growing. You got to grow, man. It's your youth. You got to start excelling. Martin, 2.5 million, should have got a little bit more from this guy, but we do have a 40% sell-on clause that we will not be selling at all, because it's only like they're only offering 2 million, something like that at the moment. I'm sure he's going to grow into a decent enough player. It's just that we had better centre backs, and then we have also more interesting options at right back. So Martin decided to go. Lu Xiaobo was a £5 million sale, and also 40% of next sale clause, which we sold on for another 8 million. Like it was more 8 million. It was an additional 8 million for the club. It's a shame that he didn't like big matches. Don't really get on with them players. And talking about a really underwhelming sale, Thomas Busman went to Porto for 5 million, no clauses attached, which is really, really disappointing. It's kind of the same wheel that we purchased him off. I mean, he slightly got better, but I really did think he would kick on a little bit. I thought it was going to be the next big thing. He's a good striker, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure he's going to score against us today when Titus Pétange faced up against Porto. But yeah, not yelled out. Let's put it that way. I mean, who can be yelled out? Someone's going to be yelled out in this save. All right, covered that stuff up. Like loads of loans. There's the under-23s situation. I've actually got 7 players in. So if we hide the players that are on loan or on trial, we've got 7 players in the under-23s. Excellent stuff. So that's it. Squad is looking like it's a reasonable number, the squad. Adrovic is training up really nicely at the moment. There's Agil, Balic, Diallo. He's moved into the first team now. Hanifi. There's a new signing, of course. Haldaincia. Irazakwi. I mean, these guys, surely. There's Cabal. New captain, by the way, now that Xiaobo's out. There's got to be a team in here that's going to push for the Champions League. Surely. There's Borges. Borges really needs to kick on at 21. He's got to go. He's got to start learning. Kevin Lopez has dropped to 4-star potential. Kevin O'Halloran, still growing nicely. Trying to train him on speed. Then we have Paradiso, legendary. He's going to win a Ballon d'Or. There's my state. There's my claim for the save. Joaquin Pastoriza, great name. He's developing quite nicely to say he's unambitious. Just keep an eye on that. Popoliec, I don't know. This guy is fairly determined now. That's good. He's changed his personality recently because he was an absolute nightmare. He was. I remember like earlier on in the season that he wasn't available for one of the games because he was out in a nightclub. The night after, I was like, "You little bastard." And we have Pavel Prikryl, who might have hit his ceiling. That might be a false piece of information. Renato's grown nicely. That's the kind of kick on that I want Borges to have. Renato's kick on over the last 6 months has been fantastic, and now he's looking like a really nice wing back at 21. Shin Yun Ho, what a guy! He needs to up his finishing. Yeah, development. His additional focus is shooting. Stealing craniums, robbing brains for a living. Oh, let's remove the nickname. Rob Brain. I did that last night just for a laugh. Oh my goodness. Yaroslav Suchan. Yeah, good work. I love the fact that most of these have now got up arrows, and it's all thanks to the staff, isn't it? And we've got a good amount of staff in. 15 out of 15 coaches, 15 scouts. It's a big operation, boys. It really is. I don't really know about the balance of this. We've got loads of coaches, 2 fitness coaches, 3 goalkeeping coaches. Maybe we should have 3 fitness coaches as well. Definitely if we get more coaching slots, we'll be looking at a fitness coach straight away. But for now, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. So let's have a talk about what's happening. We didn't watch the Champions League Champions Path playoff, all right, because I thought it was going to be pretty easy against Partizan. I think we've gone past that stage now, and we should be able to enjoy some group stage football, some closer affairs in Europe. However, we did make it difficult for ourselves after a draw at home. We had to come back from behind in Belgrade. So that finished 3-1 with Brian Lefinier and Yaroslav Suchan scoring the goals. We've got a 14-0 scoreline away from home against the Belvaux. Shout out to them because I think these are the first ones that have gone from my created 4th division, and that is the 6th tier of Luxembourg, and they've gone all the way up. They've had a fantastic rise and getting promoted last season on the Eri promotion division into the BGL league. So they've risen up. That's just an incredible rise through the divisions. So shout out to them. Excellent stuff by the Belvaux. But they did get undone a little bit by us. We were, 12-0, 11-0 up at half-time. And then we took the foot off the pedal a little bit. I really wanted 16. That would have been our highest score through the save. I think we've done 15-0s twice at this stage. But I don't think we've done a 16-0. And then we go into the Champions League Group H. I think we can say that we're going into the Europa League at least, but there is a chance here away against Porto in the final game of the group stage to go and get qualified for first time ever for the Champions League knockout rounds. And I've just remembered something as well. I've not kept an eye on it recently, but I want to have a look at the youth rating. Yeah, because it's stuck at 44 for a long time. So we're going to go up to 45 because we just reached the group stages with the rules set in place. That should increase our youth rating this season. So we're up to 45. A long way to go, I know. It's a long way to go. Jesus. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Oh, we've got a little bit of... Okay, we've got a little bit of loading time. So, yeah, it's a late one. 12th of December is where we essentially start Season 15 on video. But you can understand why I've chosen this particular game. It's for a bit of history, and I think the gelling session's finished now. I think the team are good now playing together. They're a bit more compatible than what they were at the start of the season. Like, a few big guys from the top of the hierarchy went, with Liu Xiaobo going, the old captain. So I think they'll be all right. Oh. Yes, the goal. Talking about Champions League. This 3-3 scoreline, a neutral event, shout out, Sports Interactive, Zenit, not playing in Russia. This 3-3 scoreline. Right, where is... That's not the right... Okay, we're looking at the wrong Zenit score. Right, it's the home score 6-1. The first goal here is one of the greatest goals that I've ever seen on Football Manager. It is from Ilian Trift. Ilian Trift? I don't know what his name is. It's from Triff, okay? 10 minutes in, and he pulls this out the bag. It is stunning. Is it gonna... Yeah, it's coming now. It's a 30-yard... What looks like Di Canio volley. I hope I'm not in the way of this. I don't think I will be. Look at the state of that. Lobbing the goalkeeper on the way. Sometimes you need to behave yourselves. If that's not the Champions League goal of the season, then I want to know what's beat it. That has got to be the Champions League goal of the season. Porto against Titus Pétange. Hopefully, Busman doesn't have the final laugh. I feel like he probably will. We're probably not just there just yet. We need a bit more from the goalkeeper, hence why I've signed another goalkeeper up. Borges is playing on the left. We've got a suspend. Oh, Renato's slightly injured. That's a shame. Irazaki is left-footed, so it's probably smarter. Oh, my chair's just had a little click. It probably is a little bit smarter to go for Irazaki on the left. And then we'll go stick Borges on the bench for Triff. And if we need him on the right-hand side, we can either push Cabal centrally or replace him altogether if he's tired. Average rains are good. Paradiso is absolutely flying. Average rain of 8.11. Oh, he's Ballon d'Or contender. He's a Ballon d'Or contender eventually. Let's do this, boys. Irazaki is going to struggle. He's not match sharp. That's understandable. But I want him to become a left back. So let's throw him on the deep end and see how he swims. Shouts. I'm just going to throw out a bit of encouragement to start off. I think it's going to be an equal game, and we've seen a couple of bookings early on for Porto. And a free kick that is cleared by Buelvas, one of our old players. Lefinier, Paradiso. This is Son. Oh my God, we're leading. Shin Young Ho. I was thinking about Song Hyun Min for a second there. It's Shin Young Ho. Get in there, lads. 1-0 to Titus Pétange. I'm telling you, we are good enough here. That should swap the positions in Group H. I just see as just being fed through the systems, and we are up to second place. We'll get battered in the first knockout rounds, no doubt, because we'll be facing up against one of the group leaders, especially if it's like Liverpool, will get slaughtered. But this could be it. This could be the first time that we do this. And I think we have to do a rule change as well for the youth rating, because obviously it's gone up rather slowly, and it will continue to gradually go up really, really slowly unless we do a little bit of tweaking. So for every additional round that we go through, that should be another extra point to the youth rating. That sounds fair. That sounds fair. Obviously, we're about 14th place at the moment in the coefficients. So it's group stage is 1 point, and then every additional round should be an additional point. Makes sense? Oh, wide by boys. 63rd minute. And I'll settle it down if it's going too fast. But at the moment, I think we'll agree that it's going far too slow. Yeah, we'll have Balic on as well. They're two good solid substitutions. Doing that third substitution now is a bit of a risk. It's a near side throw-in. Don't go and trip anyone up. So, of course, Paradiso goes and trips someone up. All you needed to do there, Paradiso, mate, is not foul that. Like, if they're scoring a goal normally, that's fine. They are Porto in the end of the day. Shitting hell, man. That's a piss take. And it had to be Paradiso. I've been waxing lyrical about him. Mate. I need to sort out new kits for Titus. Hey, when we're getting into that new stadium, new kits. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Right, a bit of encouragement. Look, it just needs one goal. It just needs one goal. We've been good enough, I think, from the stats. Porto have been slightly better, but only slightly. Oh, right. So we've just self-imploded, have we? Yeah. Cool. All right. We just imploded. I can't think of any other way of saying it. We've just literally... Let's move that out the way. Voice will take it for Porto. They're happy. I mean, that could have been just the... Jesus Christ! Is a queen. Nearly put it into his own fucking net. Sort yourselves out, lads. Sort yourselves out. Free kick. Hadrovic gets a flick on, but it hit the post first, I think. Backs to the wall now. Maybe. We got to do something. We got to do something pretty crazy here to even get a chance. So let's go. Let's push Suchan up, and let's push Balic. I think has got a little bit more technical qualities than Hardensia. And this is really going for it now. Halloran, yeah, sod it. That's all that I can do with the players at my disposal at the moment. 5 minutes of added time. And I'm sure we'll get caught out now defensively, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, we have pushed everybody up. And there's a goal. Yeah, I mean, I needed to go for it, guys. Paradiso has fucked it up for us, and then Shin Young-ho. I need to remember that name. Shin Young-ho decided to get sent off. What a stinker. The highlight. I mean, I'll have messed it up with the tactic, no doubt. No doubt about it, but I needed to push players up. This is the problem. It's an awesome tactic. It's an awesome tactic when it has the players in that set position. If it's not that set position, if you start moving them about as like advanced, as like attacking wing backs, a holding midfielder, it just breaks down completely. There's like, it's really good, it's really bad. It's like an on and off switch. It's not a gradual kind of change. Paradiso. At least we are getting players up the field, aren't we? Balic, it's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. What a disaster. Audencio, Jesus Christ. Lads. To be fair, we don't deserve it on the match stats. But we had the lead. We had that hope. Yet again, it's another episode where it's disaster. Disaster strikes and hope, fades from our bodies, from our souls. Next season, lads. We'll have a better run in the Europa League, I'm sure. And it'll be good for coefficients, because our coefficients has dropped in the last year. Well, there we go. No victory for Titus Pétange over Porto. The good thing there, Busman wasn't even playing, I don't think. Didn't see much of Busman, so he can't really have a laugh at our expense. Yeah, scored for Dortmund. That's really cool. That is really cool. Holland's improving, and we've qualified for the Europa League first knockout round. Oh well, we have to crack on, move on from that. One positive to go from the poorer coefficients is that we only have one Champions League spot. So Jeunesse d'Esch can't follow us into the group stage, meaning that they have significantly less money to play with if they were to even get to the group stage at all. I don't think they did this year, did they? Let's have a look at Jeunesse d'Esch. We're sitting in fourth in the moment. We're flying. Shout out to Etzella. Schedule. Yeah, they immediately got knocked out by Dynamo Kiev in the second qualifying round, and lost. Oh my goodness, they nearly didn't make Europe altogether. That is a poor effort. Europa Conference League, they did qualify second in their group though, so that's coefficient points. Good work, lads. One more thing. Let's talk about this Hostert victory. Loss. Probably the only loss that we'll experience in the BGL League. We were 4-1 up in the 88th minute, and they went on to win 5-4. I have never seen anything like it. Really, I really have not seen anything like it. Pavel Prikl had a really late injury that put us down to 10 men, and they just ran riot. They scored with every shot that they took in the last 10 minutes of play. It finished after it was 4 added minutes or 5 added minutes. It finished in the 99th minute. Absolutely ridiculous. But one of the most mad games of Football Manager. Probably should screenshot that and put that on Twitter, because it is absolutely bonkers, that result. Especially with the stats alongside. We dominated proceedings. As always in that league. Oh, I've pressed a button. I've accidentally pressed a button. Right, sorry about that. I've been a bit muddled up this episode, but we'll attempt to be slightly better next episode, because we'll definitely be playing some Football Manager today. Want to relax and kind of recharge the batteries for Ipswich tomorrow. So cheers for watching, and I'll see you at the end of this season, whatever we're doing at the end of the season. And then we'll be looking forward to moving into our new stadium, which is called the Titus Pétange Stadium at the moment, but I'm sure that'll be renamed by myself. If you want to give any suggestions for a stadium name, do it in the comment section right now, if you're watching this video quite early. And I don't know, I might pick one of your suggestions. Alright, see you in a bit.